T's head in. He's a Muppet. And Little T comes back saying, I've been terrorizing him for years. He's getting knocked out. We find out as we send it to Haas.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our next bout of the evening schedule. 3 3-minute rounds in an exhibition bout welterweight division. And now, please welcome to the ring, AFGHAN Dan.
This has got to be one of the wildest matchups that we have had on Misfits in quite some time. Special guest in the booth, KSI JJ, you're here. How did this come together?
Bro, this fight, I can't wait, man. I remember back in the day when I was watching BG Media and all these guys just doing diss tracks on each other, left, right, and center. To see them actually fighting in the ring, it's just unbelievable. I mean, the Bad Blood, you can see, it's been going on for years, man. They hate each other. They were like, yo, wait, we get to fight each other on Misfits? Yes. They didn't even talk about the weight or nothing. They were just there like, yes, we just want to fight.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent to the ring, Little T.
They used to be friends, but then Little T made a diss track on AFGHAN Dan with Dan's biggest rival, Dylan Brewer, and that has set them on this 10-year collision course. It all ends here in Manchester right now.
How Misfits is that? I remember the diss track days. I was there. And this is exactly what we get on Misfits. 61% to 39% for Little T. So the people think Little T is going to get it done, but I don't know.
We could kind of call this a rematch because Little T did jump AFGHAN Dan in the street in June of 2023. It looked like he was winning that one, KSI.
Yeah, I mean, it's very different in the streets and the boxing ring, man. But it's so crazy to see how he looks now as opposed to when he was rapping back in the day when he was 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in a welterweight exhibition bout. This bout is brought to you by Misfits Boxing and The Zone, and their proud sponsors, Prime Hydration, Stake.com, and Kick. This bout is sanctioned by the World Combat Sports Federation, your supervisor in charge, Marion Paladin, and your timekeeper at the bell from England, Peter Lowe, and your 3 judges scoring ringside from Germany, George Milky, from Mongolia, Bayescalan Sandai, and from England, Ian John Lewis. Your 3rd man in charge of the action in the ring from Switzerland, Sven Greife. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the red with white trim. His official weight of 150 pounds bang on. And tonight, he is making his Misfits boxing debut. Hailing from Blackpool, England, United Kingdom. Introducing AFGHAN Dan. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the white trunks. His official weight of 143.9 pounds. And tonight, he is also making his Misfits boxing debut. Hailing from Blackpool, England, United Kingdom. Introducing Little T.
Rest. No. Look to the... You follow my command all the time. Okay? Okay? Okay. I wish you a clean and a fair fight. Touch close. Good luck.
Sven Graf, you 3rd man inside for this one. Looks like AFGHAN Dan's trying to break the rules before the fight even starts, JJ.
I mean, the bad blood is boiling between them, man. I mean, I'm not even going to say who said this, but someone said AFGHAN Dan looks like the alien from American Dad. Already they're swinging.
AFGHAN Dan twisting and turning. Little T.
Jeez. I knew this was going to be a scrapper.
Here, ringside, Ben Devane Davis alongside Riley Osborne and the CEO, KSI. This is quite uncoordinated. You did mention Afghan Dan. He's kind of got, you know, an interesting...
Yeah, he's got that alien-type head.
He's got a big target up there, that's for sure.
Little T.
Oh, quit one piece.
He keeps turning, JJ.
Which is terrible. Why are you letting him hit the back of your head? It's already big enough.
He's throwing with so much power. He's spinning so
Oh, my gosh.
Sven Grafby once again separating him. Afghan Dan saying that he wants to fight, but he just keeps turning his back to Little T.
Oh, Jesus.
He's broken every rule in boxing in just a round.
I don't know how many more times the referee can warn him. It's a pretty simple command. Stop turning around.
Just stand there and take a punch. Take it. Oh!
Here comes Little T.
Show them what's up. Oh, big right hook from Little T.
Throwing from the bleachers.
Come on, then. Come on, show me what you got.
He's as game as can be, but if he can just stop turning around.
How many times did he turn around, man?
If I could count, I'd tell you, but it must be 30 or 40 at this point.
A minute to go in the weirdest first round we've had in quite some time. Little T doesn't look against Afghan Dan here.
Little T is dominating. There's no two ways about it. He's landing with power, but look, they got 2 rounds left. Little T's looking a bit tired.
No, Afghan's got that crackhead energy, man. Look at his eyes, man. He's a freak.
Something different in that skull of Afghan Dan's.
Little T's blowing, though.
He's got 100% more thought power.
But I do agree with you, JJ. Little T taking a couple deep breaths here as we come to the final frames of round one.
Maybe Afghan Dan's going with the whole Homer Simpson approach. Taking a lot of damage and then hoping his opponent tires.
Honestly, if he is, it's working, because Little T looks pretty tired. Afghan Dan's still in there.
Shockingly, Afghan Dan has made it to the second round. Little T looking quite annoyed with his opponent here. It's kind of like a double jab that he's throwing.
Damn! Both going to the same corner.
I've never seen so much intensity with so little technique to back it up.
What an insane fight. I mean, we knew on paper this was going to be wild, Riley. It's turning out just as expected.
They've had 10 years of build-up, and now spinning back fist off the jump. But Little T bringing the heat forward. Afghan Dan can't even stand to face him. But when he turns, he's landing.
That's 3 different times that he turned his back in the first 10 seconds.
Oh,
the back fist connected, JJ.
Back fist. It's a technique, man. It's just a technique.
There's definitely a technique in other sports.
Well, let's say KSI round 2. What are you telling both guys?
Little T, keep it down the pipe.
Corners,
1, 2,
10
keep
seconds.
it going. And Afghan Dan, man, stop with the spinning, bro. You ain't Cinderella.
Seconds away. Round 2.
Little T taking his time on the stool.
Little T's looking tired, and Afghan Dan is not. If Afghan Dan can just figure out that if he faces his opponent, he can actually hit him better.
Afghan looks like he's just taking a line of coke, bro. Look at
That was
him.
said by KSI. No gas left in the tank potentially, but he shakes his head at that offering.
Look, this is what I was saying earlier. If you've got real beef with somebody, sometimes it can be harder to maintain the gas tank.
It's true. It's very true.
Afghan Dan with a jab there. Hands at the hips as he's retreating. Not really smart from Afghan Dan.
Yeah, just needs to keep his hands up. Throw some 1-2s, man. Oh!
Sven Grafby calling time here.
Referee's had enough.
Afghan Dan's getting a point deducted. Can't say I disagree with that decision.
No, it's a fantastic decision. It's the right decision. I believe there was a standing 8 count in the last one, so point deducted, 10-8 first round. He's pretty much got to stop him at this point, even if Little T doesn't want it.
Again.
I mean,
What just happened?
he's spinning. Sven's telling him stop spinning, but I don't think Afghan Dan can. I mean, it's in his bones.
This is decades of ballet training in the making.
There's a nice shot from Afghan Dan. Little T pushing forward.
Little T's had enough. He wants to end this.
Afghan Dan wincing in pain. The right arm of Dan
What a crazy fight.
Oh my God.
I can tell you one thing though, that was all intensity while it lasted. There was zero breaks. So intense that his arm just flew out of its socket at the end there.
A decade of bad blood between these two Blackpool rappers. Little T beat Afghan Dan by way of TKO. KSI, that was as advertised.
Oh, bro, that was so entertaining. I knew this fight was going to be entertaining. Well played, bro. I mean, Little T came through, did what he needed to do. Afghan moving like a ballet dancer, trying to connect with some shots, failing, maybe getting a few backhand shots here and there, but honestly, the boxing from him was terrible. Little T came through with smoke and actually landed well. And as you can see, goddamn, Afghan Dan's shoulder popping out after he tries to throw.
It was like a weird, like he's throwing a baseball and he just blew his shoulder right off of it. Right?
Yeah, the one time he tried to actually punch and he blows his shoulder out.
And can you imagine the power that we were missing out on if he just locks in for a second?
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 1 minute and 14 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by knockout, Little T.
You know, KSI, usually when fights end in injury, you might want to run it back for a more conclusive result, but I don't know if we need to see that again.
No, I don't think we need to see that again. I think it's done. I think whatever we've seen here, it's more than enough. Lil T is the victor. I can't wait to see the diss tracks. I can't wait to hear the album of diss tracks.
The Thunder comes to Nottingham next weekend as undefeated Super